Alright folks, what's going on everyone? We have another NecroDancer World Cup Week 2 race here. This one's going to be between mudjoe2 and Squega. And I bet I didn't set this up, but that's easy enough to do. With me I got Arbretic. How's it going? Arbretic.
Yeah, hey.
How's it going?
I'm good. Sorry, I was just adjusting streams. Like, I reloaded the page and I got Squega's voice.
Yes. Yeah, I have to mute those in OBS. I think Squega's tabbed out at the moment, but mudjoe looks ready to go. We should be getting underway in a moment.
Hey, G50.
Yeah, we had some pretty interesting races today, not the least of which being Rat Racing taking one off of Spooty Biscuit, ending his perfect run in the tournament. That means we've only got two... is it two? Yeah, only two more perfect racers, and that being Steak and mudjoe. Neither of them have lost a race yet. Aqua lost one earlier this week, so it'll be interesting to see here what goes on between mudjoe and Squega. Of course, mudjoe, very, very strong racer. It's going to be rare for him to make a mistake, and he goes fast. Squega's really going to have to rely on pushing mudjoe. And just praying for
perhaps the strongest racer.
Yes.
If previous seasons are any indication.
Yeah, he's a Condor 4 champ, right?
Yep.
So, starting off very quickly with a Bloodshot. Squega opting to pick up a Blood Drum in addition to the Chainmail. mudjoe left it behind. And he's also going shopping. He's thinking about... What's he doing? He's pausing and...
Huh.
I don't know. Wasting a lot of time there.
Yeah.
I think he was thinking about maybe killing the shopkeeper to see what was in the purple chest, or maybe he was screen watching. Opens the barrel, puts himself down to half a heart. I don't know. It's not getting a whole lot of value for this life he's sacrificing. Meanwhile, mudjoe already on 1-3, not finding a whole lot else other than that chainmail from the Bloodshot. But he's on 2 hearts, and that's probably important. Squega gonna bomb some of these boxes here. Oh, that's nice.
Ooh.
Getting 4 bombs out of the first 2, and then he gets yellow skeleton. Oh, Squega. Oh man, mudjoe's on darkness, and he's now got a 2-floor lead here. Squega incorrectly doing the blood throw there, and he's just not bothering now.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think that Bloodshot was really worth it.
Yeah. I mean, that should have been very easy. You just hit the button to throw, you hit the button for the blood drum, and you throw it, and that's a one-shot, one kill on anything. But mess that up. That's just a mechanical mistake there. Maybe a little bit of nerves, maybe a little bit of playing in an unfamiliar place for him. Could be a number of factors. Both these in the Mars division, but Squega, he's normally from the West Coast, but he's in Ukraine right now, as he's working on getting his soon-to-be wife into the States. Hence the odd-hour race for mudjoe. mudjoe on to Deep Blues. He took a bit of time in 1-3. He's got himself Blood Rapier to go with that darkness. He's given Squega a lot of time to come back, too. I mean, Squega's only a floor down now.
Yeah, see if Squega takes 2 misses. Probably.
He's going to opt to do a Dragon Dance here. It's going to take a bit of time, even though he's got a nice little column of squares just to the left that he can use that would be a little bit faster. He does tap that darkness. No surprise there. Going to blow this up, get himself the Boots of Pain. That's an interesting find. So we'll see if that helps.
Where's he going now?
mudjoe getting an Obsidian Cat off his boss chest.
Squega seemed to be looking for something in that exit room, and not finding it. Don't know what he was looking for.
So if Squega pulls this off right, he could one-shot the king here, and he's going to do it right here. Very nicely done. And I imagine he'll pick up his Obsidian Cat too. mudjoe flying through Zone 2. Hopefully Squega gets very similar results. I actually favor Squega's build here, despite not having any armor. Those boots are going to come in very handy, especially with darkness.
But Squega always has armor.
Well, that's true. Squega is armor. It's not called the Squega suit for nothing. He's going to bomb through here. He's got plenty of bombs to do it. Mudjoe cleaning up and getting the Ring of Luck. Not the ring you want, but when you have darkness, it's sufficient. Oh, getting dunked by that bat. That's too bad. Takes care of that apple he just found. Mudjoe already down to 3-2. Every time I look back, he's multiple floors ahead of where he was. So after a slow zone 1 for Mudjoe, he's... Oh, that's a nice find.
Nice.
So now with 2 to 4 damage on that cat, he can afford to miss beats because he won't lose that much damage. And he's down to 3-3 already, while Squega's just working on Coral Riff. I'm not sure he needed to use that bomb there. He probably would have been better off using the bomb. Oh, yeah,
that's
that's
not good.
oh man, and Squega just not running his boss fight right. I almost would say that this is a very uncharacteristic run for Squega. Between, I mean, twice. Those were just spaghetti mistakes. It seems like. So Squega having a lot of trouble. Mudjoe with a lot of time now. He's going to go shopping at this point.
Yep.
He's picking himself up a miner's cap and some chicken.
Yeah. He doesn't even need the miner's cap, but he's not even slowing down.
No, he don't. Yeah, Mudjoe, I don't know if he does slow, but he's definitely got the ability to go slow here. He's going to slide around a bit. And he's down to Death Metal 3. Probably the worst Death Metal, but on an Obsidian weapon that's fully charged, it's not that bad. One more hit on Death Metal, and that's it. Another flawless for Mudjoe. And he opts for the Ring of Regeneration, lowers his damage, but puts him up to 3.5 hearts, which, with this kind of lead, that's not that bad. He also has the armor as well, which will take less damage when he does get hit. More food. I can't go wrong with that. And if he wants it, he could take that titanium rapier. But he's going to stick with the cat.
Doing pretty well on the not dying thing. Whoop.
No, you don't want to do that. That's getting yourself blown up there. Squega running back to Deep Blues here. Again with the Boots of Pain. But he's got to really hope that Mudjoe trips over something here. It hasn't been the best zone 4 so far for Mudjoe, but he's at full health. So, and he gets floated.
Oh wow, everything is so safe.
Yes, this run just got super safe for Mudjoe. He's got decent armor. He's got the floaty boots, and now he picks up a Ring of Shielding over the Ring of Regeneration. I imagine he'll pop that on 4-3. I wouldn't be surprised to see that. Checks very quickly what's in the Shriner. Nothing good, so passes on it. A little late for Shriner anyway.
I mean, it's great if you actually want the Shriner Rhythm.
Squega down to a Wall Mimic. Oof.
I mean,
or possibly
that was not
purple mushroom mimic.
Now is not the time for Shrine of Rhythm, but finding a Shrine of Rhythm in 4-2 can be pretty good.
Mm-hmm. I'm not sure if Mudjoe would take that at this point, though. And as previously mentioned, Mudjoe does intentionally pop that Ring of Shielding on the 4-3 exit, and he's on the Dead Ringer. He's going to do simple lures here. So this should be pretty academic, considering that Squega is in the start room of 1-1 again. Not sure what happened that time, but Squega not having a very good run at all. Maybe a little bit of tilt on Squega's side here after...
As the paratrooper is saying, Squega, you left without your dagger, Squega.
Yeah. Pretty sad.
Yes, that would be what happens.
Yeah. So... time to give some loot. And Mudjoe with some really good lures here. Luring is an art form, that's for sure. And Mudjoe's got it down as he's going to take game 1 in just over 8 minutes. Able to slow run zone 4 after Squega's multiple deaths there, and he's going to get the first loot. Brings him 7 points on the season so far. Squega's sitting at 4, so is that right? Yeah, because he got 2 in week 1 and he's got 2 so far this week, I believe. Yes, because he 2-1 Fishy on the showcase yesterday. Well, today for us, sort of.
So hopefully Squega doesn't go too much on tilt from all those deaths.
Oh, no kidding. Yeah, that's something that's really hard to come back from, and to see him just jumping right back in, and what is this seed? Oh, okay. I thought it was a 5-digit seed for a second. I'm like, this is a bad meme. But yeah, to seeing him jump right back into the game like this, either he realizes how bad his spaghetti was and is just shrugging it off, or he's not really recognizing that, hey, maybe I'm on tilt here and need to take a couple minutes. But it looks like he's going right back into it. Because I know I had a race earlier this tournament that rattled me pretty good, and I just walked away for like, I don't know, 2 to 3 minutes. I had to do it. Another early glass shop. This time.
Yeah, I was wondering, is this the same seed?
No, not
like,
the same
shop
seed.
I know, his shop is just
in
in the same place.
But different stuff. Squega's going to kill for it this time and do a much better job of it than he did last time. So he's going to pick up a glass build. That's going to help him go real fast. Of course, we have mudjoe just bought it, so he's down to 1 heart. Squega's at 3 hearts, taking the same path as mudjoe, and mudjoe's going to find another trapdoor. So very quick 1-3 here. Squega is going to find some shades. He's going to look cool doing it. And he doesn't have to fight the trapdoor, so he catches up a little bit here. We're going to check this cracked wall, I imagine. It's a Shriner, but I mean, maybe you go for the leaping, but it's a risk. And he's going to go for the rhythm. So mudjoe opting to take the rhythm. He's going to be,
oh, wow.
He's going to be going 12 to 13% slower than Squega. Just by the fact that just by the fact that he's lost every 8th beat. So
yeah, I've not seen taking rhythm in Zone 1 be a thing at all.
This is definitely something different. What that does give him is that gives him a little extra protection from having his weapon or shovel break. So he'll not have that happen. Ring of Regeneration in the purple.
Oh, wow.
Which is definitely good for mudjoe. He definitely needs that. Squega's going to make the same pickup here. Not as big of a factor for him right now. Oh, there's a jewel dagger in the 2-1 shop. Squega's going to try to buy the purple chest, though, I think. So transmute spell, or scroll, rather. And he says no to it. I would have at least...
Doesn't want to transmute.
Yeah, because he
didn't want to transmute his blood drum.
Yeah, although he's got 4 to 8 damage at the moment. Miner's Cap for mudjoe in the arena on 2-2. That's going to allow him to go a little faster, but...
and you know,
he needs every bit
I like
of
the
speed
Shrine of Rhythm, and I wish that taking it was more part of the racing meta.
Yeah.
But it seems to really only be a good idea in Zone 4, or as Paratroop is saying, possibly Zone 3.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. That is way early to take that. I don't think I've ever seen a race where that was taken this early. Of course, another thing that does is that allows the racer to have like a short breather every so often. It's one of the reasons that it's really good on Coda when you're trying to clear Coda, because you get a little extra time to think. mudjoe already down to 3-1.
And already down to 3-2.
Yes. But Squega's going to be able to one-shot. Oh, he didn't need to do that. Why did he use his blood drum? I actually think he wasted a beat doing that. He could have just one-shot him with the lunge. He's got 9 damage on lunge at the moment. Not a big deal. I mean, he still killed him. So,
yeah, sometimes it's hard to add up those things.
Yep. What a terrible blood shop, or food shop, though. Only had an apple. So he doesn't even go for the kill. He just picks up both items. He's at, oh, look at this. 3-3 potion. mudjoe picks that right up. He's got...
Squega's getting a little bit cornered here, but he's sliding to safety. There we go.
Yeah, Squega's going to find that same thing. He's going to be able to dig right in. He's right on mudjoe's heels, too. So this is actually a really close race. Running from the Minotaur, didn't have to do that. He's got 5 damage without lunging. maybe he's not cognizant of the damage he has with the shades. That's the only thing I can think of. The only reason why he's doing this. Goes straight up the middle, and he's not picking anything. So the only difference between the builds, of course, the Obsidian Shrine for mudjoe. He does take a hit there, but he's fine. And Squega's keeping up with the glass. Now that's a very nasty exit room. It's going to be interesting to see what happens.
mudjoe is getting beaten up.
He is. He's down to half a heart. He does have the potion, so it's not that. No, he doesn't. He's taken 5 damage here. And Squega really using that shield spell to his advantage. That's really been the difference, is the blood shields on Squega's side here. And Squega's actually 1 room ahead now. If Squega's pulled ahead.
Wow.
Squega looking to take one off of mudjoe. The only thing I'm really nervous about with Squega is that glass, but he's been really timing that blood magic well.
Yeah.
Whenever he comes close to getting surrounded, he just pops it. He's doing it again here. Now he's got to watch out because he's on 1 heart. Hasn't killed the boss yet, but he's fine. He's on down to 4-3. Now mudjoe. The pressure is going to be on mudjoe to catch up.
Yeah, and he's going, 12% slower.
Uh-huh. And this is where the Shrine of Rhythm's really going to hurt him. If mudjoe can keep that glass up through at least Dead Ringer, he should be all right. Squega cannot blood shield again. Probably doesn't need to at this point. He's probably fine. He's on to Dead Ringer. So mudjoe's still struggling through the 4-2 exit room, and Squega, he's got a good leader.
Quite a comeback.
Squega using the blood drum. Perfect strat. He's on to NecroDancer with 16 bombs. So mudjoe really pushing at this point. He's intentionally taking hits, but he's just too slow. He cannot catch up to him with that Shrine of Rhythm. And I really think this is going to be Squega's race here.
Yeah. So you were saying that mudjoe is undefeated up until now, right?
He is at the moment. Squega's screen stopped for me.
Yeah, me too.
I hope that...
Okay. All right, just lag.
Okay, just lag. So he's got 3 hits on the NecroDancer. There's number 4, and there's the 5th one. And this should be it. Oh
yeah,
no,
getting 1 frame per second here.
He's fine now, and that's gonna do it. Squega is going to take race number 2, and we only have 1 remaining competitor that has not lost a race, and that is Stake. So,
all right.
Congrats to Squega.
That was quite a race.
Yes,
now I gotta reload so I can see what Squega's up to.
Yeah.
I'm still seeing screenshots from his NecroDancer fight.
Yeah, and I really have to question the Shrine of Rhythm. That really that gave Squega a distinct advantage later on. mudjoe came with a very fast run early on, but once it got past Zone 3, it was like, okay, now you're in Zone 4, and how are you going to go fast in Zone 4? There's no trapdoors. It seems like an interesting choice.
Yeah, I don't really know what that was besides just memeing, as they say.
Squega is not a slouch. He is a racer that can go fast, and he did a very good job taking that glass from the very first room of the game all the way to the end without losing it. He never got hit once.
Yeah, well, having the shield was a great part of that build. Yeah.
Oh, blood shields for days. It was impressive. It was a really good run on Squega's part. Yeah, I think the Shrine of Rhythm on mudjoe's side and the shield on Squega's side, those 2 things combined made a difference. And it was about a 30-25 second difference in the end. mudjoe still finishing in 7-10. So race number 3 coming up, and this is going to actually be a rubber match. And I will be honest, I didn't see this coming in. I know Squega can go fast. He does have that capability, but mudjoe rarely makes mistakes, and I feel like we saw one that last game. That's a good point. mudjoe did take Miner's Cap, which helped him in Zones 1, 2, and 3, but in Zone 4, you still have to kill the enemies. It's not like you can just go straight to the exit and ignore most of the floor. So, wow, that race was probably one of the better ones I've seen so far this tournament.
Here we are on seed lolol 87.
Oh, lol. All right, race number 3.
Right, here we go.
Not a fan of this layout. Okay, we have an early cracked wall here. Could possibly be. It is, but I mean, what's good in there? And both racers say nothing and move on.
Man, I'm still seeing Squega way behind.
Squega is pretty much even with mudjoe, almost
Yeah,
tile for tile.
I'm seeing his stream delayed by about 9 seconds.
Okay, I'm pretty sure that's going to be on your end because I am seeing him pretty smooth. I did have a point in the NecroDancer fight last game when he stopped, but bat cooperating much more for Squega than it is mudjoe. So if Squega wins this one by like 5 seconds, blame the bats. Darkness. Oh, this is nice. Will mudjoe find it? If he's screen watching, he should. But if he doesn't, then mudjoe's gonna go without darkness. So, is Squega trying to get him to open that? Well, he's got it now. Glass Rapier, healing spell.
Nice.
Oh man.
Not that those are such a great combination, but you know.
Yeah, I'd definitely rather have the shield spell, but still, if he can get off that glass weapon, and I mean, this could be really good. It's definitely going to let Squega go a little faster here, because he can just one-shot that dragon right there. Where Squega had to do a little dance, and despite falling behind in Zone 2, he's the first one on a Coral Rift, or 1-2 rather.
Yeah. By about 2 seconds.
Yeah, it's like 1 beat from me right now, so that's that close. Squega going into bomb. mudjoe doesn't have a bomb, so he's got to play the fight normally.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's going to be a big difference.
That's a huge difference, yeah.
Where did mudjoe use his bomb? Because I know Squega used it on the Oh man. Squega finding the shield spell again. If he can find a Ring of Regeneration, he's going to have a near identical build to what he had last time.
Yeah.
Is he going to wait for the boss? I see the boss coming. It looks like he is. He's killing out some enemies here. It's going to be a nightmare. And it's a glass whip for mudjoe.
Ooh.
The question is, what is that trap? And Squega took a chance, and it's a tempo up, so he's fine.
Oh, and it's a glass shard for mudjoe.
Oh, yeah. Well, whips for you, folks. Not even good players can use whips. They're that bad. Oh, and Squega finding a... Whoa, he's not taking it. Okay,
Is he?
He is taking it.
Yeah.
Oh, man. So, Obsidian Cat sitting on 2-3. mudjoe should find it as well. It was pretty close to the boss. But mudjoe finding a arena that Squega did not, because Squega has darkness. So mudjoe's got armor now. He's got the Squega suit, which is blasphemy in this race. But that 1 damage shard is not doing him any favors, but he's going to find the cat here.
Squega's already on Zone 3.
Yep, Squega's on Zone 3, and he's got a freeze spell now in place of his healing spell. So, man, Squega is really putting some pressure on here. He's going to freeze, and he took a hit from Hot Coals. He pops his shield down to 1 heart after that.
Ooh, oh, this is a surround. Gets
out of the surround. The shield saved him there. But now Squega needs to find health. He's ditched the healing spell, and mudjoe, that's allowed mudjoe to catch up a bit here. I wonder if mudjoe is reading Squega's map when they're on the same floor.
Seems likely, yeah.
It's possible that can be done. But Squega's got to be really careful here. 1 more hit from pretty much anything on this floor, and it's GG.
Yeah, this is scary.
But mudjoe, speaking of scary, mudjoe is 1 hit from dead. So this is a really scary race here for both racers. Squega's going to be able to bomb out. He's got again, yeah. He's got a shield. He also has a bomb. He's going to bomb out Conga. Squega surrounded here? No, he's fine. So Squega getting out of King Conga with flawless. He needs food. mudjoe needs food too. They both need food. Transmute spell, so we've now seen all 4 spells.
what he's looking for. But that looks like a potion room up there.
Oh, maybe it is. There's something in the middle of it. Let's see. He's going to bomb it open. That puts him down to 4 bombs, but that's fine. And he is going to take a potion. So saved by the potion. mudjoe, meanwhile, is going to freeze for his Conga victory there. Potion popped immediately for Squega. Back to 3 hearts.
I wonder if mudjoe screen watched enough to know. He probably didn't know he was going to get the transmute spell.
Or, well, he doesn't have a second spell, so...
Yeah.
And he's very comfortable with his weapon. He's got armor. There's no reason to take a black chest. Earthquake scroll find for mudjoe. There's his Deadringer fight.
Yep.
But
he figured that if he cared about the transmute spell, he would use it in that shop.
Indeed. Squega at 4 hearts now after finding a heart container. And mudjoe did the same thing that Squega does, popping his potion almost immediately. I'm sure it's not intentional. You don't want to pop a potion intentionally, usually, unless you're doing like blood magic or something. So, Squega with Squega blows himself up. He's down to 1.5 hearts.
Ooh, a lot of dancing in the dark to do here. And no good footwear, even.
Oh, he's finally got some armor, though. Squega picking up the obsidian armor out of the statue there.
So much
mudjoe
goo.
Taking a hit. He's down to 2 hearts. Both players at 2 hearts, because Squega does have some healing here, and he's on to his Deadringer fight. But this is not one yet for him. He needs to do this. Fortunately, it's a right side strat, so this should be fairly easy. And there it is. So mudjoe's got his work cut out for him. He's on 4-3 and behind again. And Squega on to Deadringer. He's only got 4 bombs, so he's got
Squega on to NecroDancer.
Yeah, Squega is not spawn minimizing. That is an interesting call. He could have gotten away with not spawn minimizing, but it's actually less beats for him to get the NecroDancer out. He did have to deal with the dragon right there.
Yeah.
And now this is scary in the dark, especially with Dorian. Oh man, Dorian taking a hit. That's only down to 3.5 hearts. mudjoe taking his free Deadringer there, and he is onto the NecroDancer.
Yeah, like when you have 4 bombs, this way is faster, right?
It is faster, but riskier.
Yeah.
And Squega is
GG.
going to take a 2-1 over mudjoe that I don't think anyone saw coming. Especially with Squega's performance, well, mudjoe's performance too. Both of them, mudjoe has been destroying this tournament so far, but drops a pair to Squega, and Squega is going to catch up to him with 6 points. Although Squega is done for the week, mudjoe does have another race against Invert to possibly pick up some points, but those aren't guaranteed points. Invert is a strong racer, very good.
Yeah, Freak, you might have been able to say that after the first race, but I don't think Rusty is an adjective you use for someone who just beat mudjoe twice.
Yeah, I mean, he's been Squega's been playing a lot lately, and I mean, it's like the only thing he's streaming anymore, and he clearly knows the game. If I were to give one word to Squega, it would be inconsistent. And this match pretty much showed it. Where in the first race, Squega, he lost that race hard. It was almost like mudjoe versus a new racer. That's how it looked to me. And then Squega just comes back and just takes races 2 and 3, and it's like, where did this come from? And it was so good. That second race especially was fantastic. Third one's pretty good too, but that second race was, it's so close. Much closer than this one was. So it's going to be Squega with a 2-1, and Paratroop is saying he might have played himself into contention. I would agree with that with the stacked Mars division. I mean, it's pretty painful in there. They've got Aqua Cats, got mudjoe, Invert, Flame Haze after taking I think he took a game off of someone. He took a game off of Aqua Cats. So he's got 8 points. And it's just like, man, that's going to be a tight division. I thought West and East were going to be pretty tight, but Mars is shaping up to be a barn burner. So, very good. And I think that's going to be all for tonight. I believe the next race isn't until much later here. I think yours is next, actually.
Oh yeah, so yeah, tomorrow, 1 Eastern, the me versus Spooty Biscuit, the Dunkathon.
Well, I don't know. Spooty dropped one today, so mudjoe just dropped 2. Aquacat's dropped 1. The only one that hasn't dropped one so far is Steak. So it can and will happen.
Yep.
And hopefully the
Yeah, I did a lot of
memes will
practice
be on
today.
your
We'll
side.
see what happens.
So yeah, absolutely. All right, guys. So again, thank you guys for watching, and I'm gonna wrap this up here.
Yep.
See you guys
around.
later.